Hey, 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 hey. What's up, people? This is Ike Love, creator and author of the blog, The Viable Alternative, which is an inspirational blog where I share the wisdom and insights getting along my path of becoming a greater, stronger version of myself. If you want to read more on the blog and you're on YouTube, you can click under the window where it says Show More, and you'll see a link for www.theviablealternative.com. If you're not on YouTube and you just watch this on Facebook, just go to www.theviablealternative.com. Anyway, so today, well, actually, before I even begin, I want to apologize because I have not posted a video in a while. It's been several weeks, and I apologize. And I'm just making certain adjustments in my life, and I will hopefully shortly be back to regularly posting one video a week, and hopefully in the future plan to doing more than that. But we'll get to that in a future date. So the topic of today's video blog is how to build self-confidence in your life. Now, let's differentiate between confidence and self-confidence. I think confidence has to do with your ability to accomplish a certain task. For instance, now, confidence, let's just define what confidence is. Confidence is your belief or your certainty in your ability to do or accomplish or achieve something. That's the definition of confidence. For instance, now, you may be confident in your ability to drive a car. You may be confident in your ability to play a musical instrument. You may be confident in your ability to make a certain amount of money a year. Um, yeah, that's confidence. Now, confidence is gained by demonstrative performance. When you first start to learn something and everything, you do not have a confidence in the ability to do that thing because you have no reference points. There's nothing to demonstrate in your past that your ability to do that thing effectively. So therefore you have no confidence. But after a certain time, when you attempt that thing over and over again and you fail, you start to see yourself being competent in that thing, and therefore now your confidence in your ability to do that thing starts to increase. All right? So that's self-confidence. That's confidence. That's confidence. Um, but I personally believe that you can be confident in something without being self-confident. And what is self-confidence? Self-confidence, I believe, is your overall ability in yourself to accomplish a broad range of different things. It's your belief in your effectiveness as a human being. Self-confidence is basically your belief in certainty um, as a person to overall become successful, in a broad range of things. And the difference between self-conscious and confidence, not that they're not mutually exclusive, but there are people who are confident in something without any self-confidence. We've been crossing the street since we were 5, 6, 7, or 8 years old, whatever. And as adults, we know confidently that we can cross the street without being killed, because we have so many reference points of crossing the street effectively and safely, you know. But that person may not be self-confident. They may not believe in their overall ability to learn something new, to basically be a successful person. They don't have an ability in themselves to do things as a competent person. They may have the confidence in a specific thing, but not in themselves for overall broad range of things. They don't have the belief in themselves to learn something new or acquire something new or to become successful. Um, oh man, I just lost my train of thought about that. So yeah, no. So confidence has to do with a specific thing, um, but self confidence is a broad range. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Thank goodness I remembered. So, but a person may have a general self confidence, but may not have a confidence in something. For instance, now a person who's self confident, they may, like I said, they may have the belief and ability to learn something without having the belief, their confidence in their ability at that specific time. Like just say now you take a person, a confident person, and tell them to fly a plane. The guy will not feel confident in flying that plane because he has no prior prior references to him effectively competently flying a plane because he's never done it before. So while he may not believe in his ability to fly a plane, he'll have a belief in his ability to learn how to fly a plane because he's seen himself become successful in a broad range of things. So he believes in himself and he believes in his ability to learn something without actually believing in his ability to do something at that specific time. Whereas someone who may just be simply confident with no self-confidence, but they may not believe in their, let me say this. Yeah, a person may be confident in flying a plane, but they may not believe in the ability to learn different things. You know what I mean? It's like they'll be confident at one thing, but not a broad range of things. While that person who's self-confident may not be confident in that one thing, but they'll be confident in the ability to learn how to do that one thing because of their ability of the way they learn to do other things in life. So basically speaking, a self-confident person, they have many reference points of them learning how to do competently different things, a broad range of different things in life, and therefore now they believe in themselves and ability to learn new things to become successful. Because let's face it, ourselves are not just based on one thing. If you want to compartmentalize or you want to compartmentalize the different aspects of being a human being, there are many different areas of our lives. We have relationships, and within even relationships, it can be broken down to business relationships, romantic relationships, family relationships, platonic relationships. So I mean, relationships is one aspect. Then we could have a person's health. Then we can have a person's financial situation, their finances. Then we can have their peace of mind. Then they can have their spirituality. There are a broad range of different things that make up a human being. So now you take a self-confident person. You take a self-confident person, and they have references of success in a broad range of things, and in numerous things under different categories that they have because they were willing to go and step out of their comfort zone, and they're willing, and they over time they've seen themselves do things competently, learn things competently over a broad range of things. Therefore, it all culminates in then that overall feeling of self-confidence. They've tackled many different areas of their life, and over the time, it has generally built into an overall sense of confidence in self. Whereas there's a person who's confident crossing the street just builds confidence in that one specific thing. So, how do we get self-confidence? Self-confidence is basically derived from just stepping out of your comfort zone. Initially, and this is a beautiful thing about stepping out of your comfort zone and just growing, is that initially, when we're tasked with learning a new thing or accomplishing a new thing, is beyond our ability. And what we now have to do is to stretch and step out in areas that we hitherto have been confident in. We have to step outside that area now to go and actually be able to accomplish that thing. And that requires a lot of stumbling and falling and learning from mistakes and learning how to become comfortable outside that comfort zone, learn that new specific skill. But over time, you start to get better and get better and get better until you build confidence in that specific area. And then overall, you build confidence in yourself, in your ability to learn or acquire a new skill. You believe in yourself and your ability to do, or you believe in yourself, in the ability of yourself to learn what you need to learn to accomplish what you want to accomplish in life and to live the life that you want to live. Because of your consistent your consistent experience, because the consistent experience you have of seeing yourself doing something competently over a long period of time or consistent period of time. And so that's how then organically self-confidence begins to arise within you. Now, what's interesting about self-confidence is that you can't force it. You just have to let yourself, basically, like you jump into a stream and you let the stream carry you along. You basically just have to submit yourself to the process, and organically over time, that feeling of self-confidence will emerge within you. You can't force it, but it will eventually come as you stay consistent to the process of learning that new skill or ability. And I'll give you an example. So I'm conversing in Spanish, and I mean I'm conversing in Spanish. I'm not one of those people. People say that conversing in Spanish, they don't know a damn thing. I actually can carry on a conversation in Spanish. Yo puedo hablar español. Yo puedo hablar, pero yo trato, pero algunas veces yo tengo problemas para entender. ¿Tú me entiendes? No, but really, I can actually have a conversation in Spanish and talk with people and stuff like that. But the problem is that if the person doesn't speak English, I start to get very nervous and self-conscious, and I start to stutter, and I start to stall, and I start to, lose my train of thought and everything like that. But here's something very interesting. And by the way, if I butchered the Spanish earlier, I might have said a couple of grammatical errors, but whatever. So I do real estate. A lot of real estate I do is in Washington Heights and Inwood, and a lot of supers I talk to get access to apartments don't speak any English. They only speak Spanish. So I've had to talk with them in Spanish. In addition, clients have been calling me recently that don't speak any English. I have to talk with them in Spanish as well, while apologizing for my Spanish that I'm not fluent in it or whatever. So yeah, I've had to do that a lot, in the past, especially this year. You know what I mean? But so yeah, I talk with them, make mistakes, whatever, and so on and so forth. But something interesting happened like last week. I was with the client and I was trying to get access to the apartment, and I called the super, and I had to leave a message with the super because he didn't pick up his phone. And something very interesting happened. I was just able to leave a message on the phone and just ad lib and just tell him, I'm calling because of blah blah blah, this and that. And I just was able to blah blah blah, talk to fluent in Spanish. And it was just completely easy and just felt natural. And I hung up the phone. And the client looked at me, who happened to be Spanish speaking as well, native speaker. She said, "Wow, your Spanish is very good. You don't even have an accent." And yeah, I can tell you, I wasn't able to do this several months ago, but now I was able to do it. It just came about naturally. I didn't force it. I didn't do ooga booga or say 20 ooga boogas and it happened, or visualize myself. I just basically was part of the process, and I started feeling more confident doing it, to the point that it translated in me being able to leave a message on the machine flowing. You know what I'm saying? So it's so it just happened naturally that I started. It just was a natural. It just happened, by me consistently, speaking Spanish, being part of the process, and so that can be extrapolated onto gaining self confidence. Um, you do things, you commit yourself to doing things, different things, wherever your heart leads, out of your comfort zone, and you do that consistently, you start to get an overall experience of you being competent. And that is how you naturally build self-confidence. So, yeah. Now, what I also want to say is that, a lot of people like to sit here and do 30,000 affirmations and sit there cross-legged in their beds, burning incense and sage, and visualizing themselves becoming self-confident. And this is all fine and good if you're taking action, if you plan to use that to help supplement or buttress your action. But if you're just doing that just to do it, thinking that in and of it, that alone will get you self-confident. You're completely, utterly deluded. That will not bring you self-confidence. You, to get self-confidence, have to take action. And these other little things you do, like affirmations or meditations or whatever, then can be helpful. But the primary root of you getting self-confidence is consistent action. And I would say consistent action outside your comfort zone. So I hope all this helps. If you want to read more on my blog, you can go to www.theviablealternative.com. You can follow me on Twitter, The Viable Alt. Also, click on like if you like this video. Please share and hit the subscribe button. And this is all I have to say. Take care, God bless, and peace.